Uninhibited mystery.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after speaking to all of you in turn and going over all of the evidence, I believe I have arrived at the answer to who murdered Dr. Bedelson.
Thank God.
Yes, you would say thank God, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, yes, because I was so worried
Yes,
And,
Mrs. Bedelson.
and anxious about...
You would thank
the-
God, just as you thanked God for the Cabana Boy that your husband hired 2 weeks ago.
Senorita, is there anything I can get you?
A drink.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, the beautiful Cabana Boy
That's me.
with whom you had been having a torrid affair for 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, it was a bit torrid.
It was uninhibited.
It was so torrid.
But really, though, there's a mystery of the murder. Is this now the time to be bringing this
Oh,
up?
I killed him. It was me. Because you told me to.
Yeah, it was
Thanks so much.
Cabana Boy. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm doing the whole the monologue.
Is it
with
not
the-
clear? Is this not a cultural reference you have?
I'm doing the monologue where I go through all the evidence.
Everyone was so angry. I wanted to make everyone happy.
I didn't even get to the banana peel.
Do you remember the banana peel?
I mean, I wanted paying you to offer my husband to come out after some long dramatic build-up.
Don't ruin it more.
I would-
Mrs. Bedelson.
What is there left to not ruin?
Oh, also the check bounced.
I had the
another
whole-
one.
The check bounced?
Yeah.
You were not supposed to just... I mean, it should be good while I was away in Mexico. It should have been...
You are guilty of check fraud as well, Mrs. Bedelson.
I went right to the institution.
How dare you say I am from the Czech Republic? My accent is clearly not of Czech origin. This got silly.
Very silly.
Listen to this, we're playing a game. If it's a swing and a miss, then we're the ones to blame. We'd be remiss if it was ever the same. You're wasting all the time. Another hour gone, did you hear the chime? You're wasting all the time.
Recorded for Thursday, December 29th, 2016.
Still. It's still 2016.
I was trying to be all smart, and I almost said 2017
It's not, though.
because I knew it was gonna be.
So close.
It was
just a matter of days away.
That was just me overachieving.
Today, the part of Drunk Cody will be played by John.
Yes.
Hello and welcome
Hey.
to Wasting All the Time.
A podcast.
My name is Dave.
I'm John.
And I'm Cody.
And we're going to waste all of your time in a retrospective sort of way.
Yes, indeed.
Looking back, if you will.
We do this. We do this every year.
Every year.
Now that you mention it, I hadn't really thought about it that way, but yes, we do.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every goddamn year.
Every year we have done this.
we do this kind of this look back at what the listeners think our best scenes were, and I mean we put our thumb on the scale here and there, but
Thumb scaling. It's intense.
Scaling thumbs.
I love that band.
Anyhow,
we should be in a band, guys.
we are a band of brothers, podcasting
we
brothers.
fuse.
But like a
Crispian
band
Day.
of rubber, we should do that.
Oh, God.
This is episode 202. Despite all odds.
We've made it. We've done it. We've survived.
We can quit now.
Now, here's what happened. Episode 1 was released to the world in January of 2013.
Whoa, that's forever ago.
seriously.
And that December, we did a retrospective. We looked back at the previous 50 or so episodes.
Oh, yeah.
And we've just kept doing that ever since. Every week we put up a new episode, and every December we do a look back after Christmas. And that's what we're going to do today.
It's so awesome.
We asked our listeners to vote for what their favorite scenes were, to send in their suggestions.
We did.
Dempsey's dough.
Dempsey's dough.
We did ask them that.
And from the results of that, we have this list.
Here we go.
You've already heard one scene.
Maybe
That's
chuckle.
because when we said top 10, we actually meant Cheater 11.
Yep.
It's like a baker's top 10.
Yeah, basically.
Bakers.
Because
Baker's
you
top 10, nice.
you have the 10 that are the 10 for the people who are going to come, but then you have the one left over that's for
the baker.
Yeah. So he has to have one for him.
When he's counting down the top
10. I don't know why the
only makes
baker's a
sense.
dude. I
Well-
guess the baker could be a lady too.
10. Could be.
It's 2016.
It doesn't have to be a dude. It's just in this case, I am a dude, and I'm sort of the baker in this metaphor.
Oh, are you the baker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I thought you were the president. Hold on.
Shoot. God.
I'm the
I
baker.
shouldn't have drunk so much.
You're the candlestick
Said
maker.
no one ever.
Cody's the butcher.
Sweet.
So it's a funny story. Like there were
We don't have time.
bottles downstairs, and there was a big bottle with very little in it, and so I
Yeah.
poured that into my glass, and it wasn't quite as much as I wanted.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a smaller bottle with a little bit in it, and so I poured from that into my glass
To make up the
to
difference.
to make up to what I actually wanted. But then I looked at the bottle, and there was barely anything in there anymore.
Sure.
And so I said, no, I can't just leave that in the bottle. And so I poured the rest in. And then I looked into my glass and said, that's a lot more than I actually wanted to drink.
So,
but I
naturally,
drank
you
it
pace
anyway.
yourself.
Yeah. And so now it's
doesn't
it's
work
all
that way.
in me.
The struggle is real. So what you heard there was the Cabana Boy Murder.
That
Yes.
was good times.
Not my monologue just then,
No.
but the scene.
No, the interesting thing that started the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Nice. That
Not
was subtle.
Not the hilarious
right.
story that just happened.
Well, that's one way. Yeah. Peaks and troughs is the way I look at it.
Why? Anyway, moving on.
It's just a way of looking at things.
A wave. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm drunk and that was still painful.
So let's jump in with number 10
Dietchi.
on your countdown, aka my countdown
Right.
for this show.
No, right.
This is
Got it.
Dave trying to build a house. Hey, gentlemen, can one of you grab that long 2x4? I need a long piece when I'm building the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. This
And,
one, this one right here.
Oh, he's got it. I'm not going to.
Well, I was thinking like a long piece because I'm doing the wall, and it's kind of it needs to be long-ish.
Long. Okay. Well, this is a 6-footer right here.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
Like it has to be long.
All right.
The
Well,
specific
this is,
measurement's not important to me.
well, this is 6 foot. This is
Okay, we'll bring it on
pretty
over.
long.
Let's see if we can get it on here. I've got some nails. Let me see if I can nail it through. Yeah, how about this one? This one looks good, right?
Well, that looks like that may not make it all the way through the board there, son.
No?
No, you may need something a little bit bigger.
Like a bigger one.
Well, just a longer nail.
A long board, long nail. That's how it works?
Well, not necessarily. It has to do with the thickness. So,
It's not
See-
a thick board, though. It's a long one.
right, it's a long board, but you see that nail you got there, that's only about that looks like it's about a 1-inch long nail. And this wood here, this is a 2x4, so it's 2 inches thick. So that nail is not going to make it all the way through this board.
How do you know that?
Well, so this is 1 inch,
I don't,
and this is 2 inches. Now look, I'm gonna.
so I should use 2 nails. That'll go through. Okay.
Son,
Look, I'm not into the measurement thing. You're the one that's trying to put that on me. So, look, I know math. 1 + 1 is 2.
yes, sir, but you're going to need one nail that is the length of 2 of those nails. You can't just use 2 of those nails.
I mean, I guess I'll try
To use 2 of the nails?
to use a different board. Maybe I should use a different board.
Son, what exactly are you trying to build over here?
A house.
A house.
Yeah, I'm like a quarter of the way through the frame. You couldn't tell by looking?
Well, that's not exactly how I would build a frame for a house myself.
I mean, I'm just kind of eyeballing it.
Yeah. Is it your intention for it to be slanted that way?
Which way?
That's kind of, it's leaning quite a bit to the left there, son.
I thought, oh. Really? How, I mean, I just thought maybe that was perspective.
Well,
I mean, I don't even know how could you even possibly tell that it's leaning?
Well, I mean, just, visually right now, but I could also come over there with a level and we could see exactly how far it's leaning.
A level? What is that?
Yeah, so you see this thing right here? See little
God
bubble
damn
in
it, again with the measurements. What is this? Are you like some fascist constructor or something? Like,
I'm just a carpenter, sir.
next thing you know, you're going to tell me that there's ways to find out if something is plumb or not.
Well, as a matter of fact, there are ways to find that out. But it's going to have to do with measurements, and I'm getting the...
No thanks.
I'm getting the sense you're anti-measurement.
No
here.
thanks. Look, if we're talking about plum, I want it to be fresh or pruned. That's it. I don't need no measurements of it.
Okay, well, I think we've got a confusion in our use of terms here, son. So...
Are you finished building our big house yet?
Almost. Like I'm real close. I can feel it.
Is that your partner over there?
Domestic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. And I couldn't help but hear that you have declared that you are almost finished with this house.
I mean, it's after I started, so
Right.
I'm almost done.
Do you ever, no, you wouldn't want to measure time, would you?
God, no.
Well, son, you go ahead, you build this house. I wish you the best.
The best?
The best. That's
Okay. I appreciate that.
That's what I wish for you. I'm just going to leave this right here.
What's that?
That is a carpenter square. Should you choose to maybe take a look at it at some point.
So
No obligation. All right, son, I'm going to have to leave now.
I'm surprised he didn't leave early.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what that scene was supposed to be.
Don't you?
That's funny I said that because I remember now that one of the things I was specifically thinking in that scene was that just kind of in our internal discussions, we have in the past talked about how that Southern accent is almost universally used for characters that are low status.
Yeah, it's sort of a thing here in America.
And I wanted to be a character that was the voice of authority, but with that Southern accent.
Uh-huh.
And so that was a thing that I specifically wanted to do in that scene was the carpenter has that Southern accent and he's the one who's like, well, son, you're going to need to measure this shit.
Yeah, I think in the episode you suggested that you didn't know what I was trying to do in the scene.
Oh, I see.
And so you were just yes-anding, and maybe that was just a choice you made along the way.
Maybe, yeah.
But, yeah.
I was Dave's insistence too that
Yeah.
he was offended at not even that, like, I don't believe in that. The mere suggestion was paramount to some kind of blasphemy.
Uh-huh.
Well,
was hilarious to me.
And the one that I didn't even get in the course of the scene where I said something about something being the best.
I wish you the best.
I wish you the best.
Yeah.
And not even noticing that even that was too much of a measurement for Dave's character.
But he recognized it was well-wishing. He accepted it.
Right, yeah.
Eventually.
It was a microaggression nonetheless.
M.A.
Right.
Well, shall we move it on?
I think so.
On to the next one.
What would that be? Number 9?
Oh, snap
Number
dog.
9.
Number 9.
Number Nove.
Number 9.
So here we go with our number 9 on the countdown list, Bob thing.
That was great.
On the countdowner.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father, did he?
He told me enough. He told me that you advised him on a subprime mortgage that was going to appreciate in value over the next 30 years.
Yes, at the time, that was a sound investment plan. We didn't know that the market would crash.
Well, how could you not know the market was going to crash? All the signs were there. Did you see the loans that were being given out? The galactic loans?
Yes, but those loans were given out with the full faith and credit of Emperor Palpatine.
And how did that work out? And how did that work out, Darth?
Well, it worked out fine for me and the Emperor.
Yeah, because you got to collect all the defaults. Now there's a bunch of Jawas running around with no houses. How do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Look, I'm just trying to offer you a job, Luke.
I mean, how do you expect me to go to work on the backs of all these sentient races that you kind of screwed over? Really, let's be honest. A lot of this is your fault.
Yes, but don't you see we can make it better. You and I will you and I working together on behalf of the universe, we will rule the universe as father and son, Luke.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I can count the number of opportunities I've had like this on one hand. But this seems shady. Like,
I did mention that I'm your father, right?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, your father's not dead. Your father's me.
Well, you told me you
It's
were dead.
me. Well,
He was probably pissed at you. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. He was probably
the last time we talked, he said that I was dead to him. So
that makes a lot more sense. That is a little bit more accurate.
Anyway, I don't know if you want to hug that out or deal with it in any way.
Tell you what, I'm going to start with the 6-foot rule.
Okay.
And maybe we'll go from there.
Okay.
So you're 6 feet over there.
Not even like the handshake into the pat on the back.
Is that a joke? Are you being funny?
I figured we could shake lefties.
That's just weird. It's impossible.
Okay, well we'll work on it, son. We'll work on it. Oh shit. There were even
economic humor and Star Wars can't go wrong.
That was There were so many little touches, Cody, that you had in there that I didn't even notice while we were doing the scene. I
could count the number of opportunities on one hand.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's a little things like that, I think.
That's impossible.
I remember like going, I have to work this in. Like I've done the one hand joke, and that's his iconic like response is that's not true, it's impossible. I was like, and you said something, I was like, yes, that's it. That's right there. You set this up for me perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, that was phenomenal. Oh,
good.
It was good teamwork in that we're familiar with the source material.
Right, yeah.
And so
that
we could
helps
just run
a lot.
with it.
Yeah.
Like that famous music.
Yeah.
Just one of my favorite Davisms ever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go back and check it out.
The first year. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Well, without further ado, let's take it on to number 8.
Oh, shoot. That's right. 8 comes after 9.
This was a scene that was suggested by a listener, and we did it, and then I did a little bit of post-production to it.
Okay.
Dave's post-production is phenomenal.
We now bring you the Wasting All the Time 2016 End of the Year Wrap-Up, number 8 on the Baker's Top 10. Hey, what you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?
Oh, it's just it's a sherry, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I think it's an open bar, you know, it's first class and everything.
Yeah. Well, there's this cool drink that I made up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you muddle a cherry and some sugar and then you put whiskey. I call it a new fashioned.
That sounds very old-fashioned.
No, it's a new fashioned. I made it up, so it's pretty cool.
Pretty sure I read about that in a Mark Twain novel.
That's around. That's a thing. Mm-hmm. You read? That's great. I like someone who reads.
It's 1911. You know, it's.
You read a lot. That's funny stuff, right? He writes funny stuff.
Mark Twain. Well, a lot of it is funny, but it's got some real heart to it. You know.
Yeah. I know some jokes. I like jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I pick them up
Well,
here
it's
and
not
there.
really jokes. It's more like he's a humorist.
It's like what was it? Yeah. Oh, what?
It's more like he's a humorist. So like he.
Humorist.
Yeah.
It's like a fancy science name, right? For a comedian.
Well, not really. He makes observations about daily life and
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah, It's like those
And how it's sort
vaudeville-y.
of funny.
Yeah.
What?
There's this thing I heard. I don't know. I can't remember the joke, and if I think of it, I'll
So anyway,
bring it up.
I'm kind of waiting for someone. His name is Jack.
Oh.
Do you know him?
No. I mean, I don't actually. I don't know anyone.
He's a
named...
great artist.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you change your mind, or okay, all right.
What do you mean change my mind?
No, that's okay. I've got to.
I'm just asking because he's in third class, and
Oh, that's
and I
gross.
don't know how easy it is for him to get up here. So
Okay.
I wondered if you knew him because like your shoes.
Oh no, actually no, that's fine. I'm out of time. When I was on my way in here, I passed one of the crew, and with the uniforms, and they said they needed my help with something.
Oh, are you part of the crew?
No, but they could see that I would be able to help. So I'm gonna go help.
Interesting. What?
Help.
So like the crew needs.
They needed something
the
really
crew needs
heavy
help with
lifted,
something?
or anyway, I don't know.
They seemed very capable.
Now you want to talk?
Well, it's just no.
Look, all right.
Weren't we
fine.
talking?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Cut to the ship sinking and probably at like a 15 or 25 degree angle.
Well, that was really nice of Jack to freeze to death while I lay on this piano cover, but
Water noises.
I remember you.
Oh, hi. Can I hang on to the? I need a thing to get on.
Well, sure if you like, but I mean, I already tried it with Jack.
Yeah.
For him to get on here with me, and it overbalanced a little bit.
Oh well. It will look this bit. There's a bit down here that folds out.
Oh,
You didn't fold that out. You fold that out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
See, now there's
wow.
plenty of room. Oh, thank you so much. God damn, it's cold in there. I remembered that
yeah.
joke. I
Oh.
remembered that joke.
The joke.
The joke. Yeah. Right.
I don't know if I'm really in the mood for a joke right now, because
So a Chinaman.
you remember I
stuck-
was telling you about Jack.
Right. That. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. No, he just died.
That's terrible for you.
Yeah, it was because like we
Yeah.
had this whole whirlwind romance, and he just and I was ready to give everything up for him, and
Gross.
I know the fact that he's dead now is gross. Like he literally just like sank.
Uh huh.
Like he froze to death, and he was like all frozen.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll never let go, Jack. And then he sank.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with things that are frozen. You let it go.
Let it go?
Oh, no. I hate you.
All right, well, that's enough of that.
Wow. And there's Dave the whole time giving the hefty finger to all the conspiracy theorists about he could fit on there and float.
Yeah.
You couldn't see the slide out.
Well, and that's funny because, like, I was very specific with that as well in the scene about, no, it's not a question of fitting, it's a question of overbalancing in the water. You like, it's...
I was just like, yeah, no. And Dave's character plowing through everything. This isn't the moment for a joke. There's just a beat of him. Like, I can hear the character, like, thinking, is this the moment? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm going for it.
I remember that joke. Here we go. This is Chinaman. And, yeah.
Dude, spot on, you guys. Well done. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, post-production by Dave, the water and the sound effects and everything, top tier.
Yeah, excellent.
When I have time to do that, I really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. So that was number 8.
Number 8.
And thanks again to Saren for suggesting that scene. So moving on from number 8 to number 7, here's a little scene.
Lucky number 7.
That was based on a what day is this?
Oh, those are good. Those are good scenes, I think.
And it's kind of funny.
Don't do that again.
Because it in a way it came true. And we were talking about something we had no idea what it was about. But here we go. Army Navy. I didn't announce any of the other ones, so I'm not going to announce this one. So here we go. Number 7.
Mr. President?
Yes.
Mr. President, General Turlock is here to see you.
Oh, General Turlock. Yes, please send him in.
Mr. President?
General, what can I do for you?
This is a matter of vital national security that I need to talk to you about. This war has been... It's been going on for far too long.
I agree. 4 years is much too long.
Yeah,
for this conflict.
It's
but you know, we're in it until the end, until we have achieved the objective. Do you have news on that front, General?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's in a folder. It's in my office somewhere. No, the important part, the really significant thing that I need to talk to you about. This is the 4th year that we've been at war, and the Coast Guard is still a part of the Navy. That's part of the law.
Right.
We're at war, and
the Navy requires Coast Guard support in times of war.
Right. And since we're still at war, they're still a part of the Coast Guard. And the Army-Navy football game is coming up, and this is the 4th year in a row we're just going to get smashed.
I'm sorry, the Army-Navy football game?
Yeah. Have you seen those guys in the Coast Guard? It's basically ringers. Like, they're huge. Like, they can bench press battleships or something. I don't know how you get into that branch.
Okay.
They're terrifying.
Okay, so you want me to end this conflict so that you have a better chance of winning a yearly friendly football game?
Not a better chance. The chance. Like, this will let us win the game. Like, like I said, they're huge. Like, I've got some good men out there, but most of them are out, like, I don't know, actually doing Army things. But the football team, like, the Coast Guard guys are enormous.
Oh, yes.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Can you tell them it's okay that I'm here?
Sure. Yeah. It's all right. It's just Admiral Stanley.
Yes. Thank God. I got here as soon as I heard.
Heard about what?
Chuck.
As soon as I heard that General Turlock. As soon as I heard that he was coming to talk to you.
Yes, it's been kind of an odd conversation.
Yes, Mr. President, I need to insist that we remain in this battle to win it, and not to meet some artificial timetable or anything like that.
I tend to agree with you, Admiral. I really hope, however, that your reasoning is based on achieving our objective and fulfilling our obligation to NATO and
Yes.
not based on
Yes.
the upcoming football game.
Mr. President, it is with reverence and honor that I remind you that America has
This is
never
about the football game, isn't it?
America has never once lost a war. Semantics can be argued, but we have never once lost
I
a
believe
war.
that my campaign did in fact argue those semantics.
And in addition to that,
Chuck.
in the past 4 years, the U.S. Navy has not lost the Army Navy football game.
It is.
And I see those as being intertwined.
Because
Mr.
they
President.
are, because you're cheating.
We are.
Do you do Coast Guard guys?
Excuse me. No one levels that claim at the U.S. military when it
I'm the U.S.
wins
military.
hearts and minds.
Yeah, you're not winning hearts and minds. You're using enormous sailors who can
Now, General
pull
Turlock,
themselves up.
We're using exceptional Americans.
maritime Americans.
you guys get the National Guard in wartime. Is that?
Sorry.
Mr. President, I'd
they
appreciate if you
get the
not
Coast
mock
Guard.
me.
You
This
get
is
the National
significant.
Guard.
I apologize. I do apologize.
We do appreciate people bringing us strawberry daiquiris. I will grant you that, but
They are virgin.
there's been no open conflict for 8.5 months. Not a single shot has been fired.
The quiet before the storm, Mr. President.
Yes, the ceasefire does appear to be working. It's upped the pressure on
They always work till they don't, sir.
the regime to
Is that how you got in the Navy?
talk. Are we still talking about a fucking football game here?
No, dude,
No, I don't think either of us are actually talking about a football game.
There's open trade in the streets between our two nations. Like, there are diplomats. Like, there are parties. There are celebrations.
Right, because we're nearing a deal. I can't just stop the war before we've got the deal.
You actually can. You're the president.
Okay, look, when is the game scheduled for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
A fortnight.
Is that like ship time? What is that?
So 2 weeks
Something me and my
exactly.
kids have.
Yes, 2 weeks to the day, sir,
2 weeks
Mr.
to
President,
the
sir.
day. Well, the deadline for the talks is 2.5 weeks, gentlemen.
So clearly, a show of good faith would be our country saying, hey, you know what? We're not actively trying to blow you up anymore.
I feel like that would take us out of a position of strength in these negotiations.
We can still launch missiles whenever. I have look, see this app? It's a picture of a nuke. That's not hyperbole. If I push this button, goddamn, that's like 300 nukes. Like, so, I mean, I'm just saying.
General Turlock, why do you have that?
President, I think that this...
Show him the battleship one you have, where everything shoots at the same time.
I don't
That
know.
one's so cool.
I don't have one of those.
Admiral Stanley, do you have an app that will fire all of the Navy's missiles at once?
Mr. President, no, sir, I do not have an app that will do that. It will not fire all of them.
Shit.
So there we go.
We crack ourselves up.
Notice that I was very careful not to myself say the word nuclear.
You have trouble with that, you said.
I do.
That's okay, and we'll mock you relentlessly for it until the day that you die.
Oh, that was a funnier scene than I remember.
Yeah. I like that. I'm going to toot my own horn. It was an enthusiastic, like, warmonger, but, like, because it was super cool. Right. It wasn't like, oh, power. Oh, okay. It was like, fucking this thing launches nukes. How cool is that?
That's rad.
That's right.
And I love that the highest status character is the first one to drop the F-bomb.
Yeah.
Like, is this about a fucking football game?
No, yes. You actually can. You're the president.
And when he's the one that should be signing off on that nuke.
Right,
too,
exactly. Yeah. Like,
Why do you have
Why
this?
do you have that? You
God damn, that's like 300 nukes. Oh man, that was a lot of fun.
It won't launch all of the Navy's missiles.
And he's trying to frame it like he doesn't have one.
Right, yeah.
No, sir.
And the army totally sells him down the river. No, show him that one. I know you've seen it. Come on, dude.
Nice.
Good shit, you guys.
So that was number 7. Here we go with number 6. And that's all the intro you get. Okay, well, thanks for coming in. Go ahead and have a seat on the couch.
Sure thing, yeah. Okay.
Get comfortable. Is there anything that you'd like to help make you more comfortable? To cover your eyes, or
No. Definitely don't want to cover the eyes. I know this may seem dumb, but do you have like a safe somewhere that I could put my wallet and watch?
In a safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one in the wall right here behind the painting. Just slide that aside.
Okay.
If you put it in there, it should be perfectly safe. Okay.
Sounds great. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just put them in there.
Very good.
I just get, that's kind of why I came here. I just get kind of antsy.
Yeah.
Because, you never know.
You're afraid of being robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. 1 second. I need to call someone into the room here real quick, but just get comfortable, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, motherfuckers. Hands up.
Oh my god!
Hands
Oh my god!
All right,
oh,
you.
I don't have my wallet. I don't have my watch. Where's my wallet?
It's in the safe. I left it unlocked.
Okay.
What? What
Awesome.
did you want? You to leave it unlocked?
That belt looks like it. Give me the belt too. Give me your belt.
What do you want? It's just from Target.
Just do what he says. However, for the love of God, we're all gonna die.
Okay.
I will
Here's
shoot
my
one
belt.
or
There's my
both
belt.
of you
There's my belt.
in one or both of your kneecaps.
It's just from Target. It's stainless steel and crappy leather.
Oh, you could like hit somebody with this belt.
No, don't hit him. Don't hit him.
Please don't.
Don't hit him.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Don't hit him
Tell me
about the
Tell me your
shoulder.
social security number.
It's 815-55-2377.
I hope that's not someone's real.
I mean, should I hit him anyway? He gave it to me.
Hit him a little bit and then go.
Okay.
Fuck
no,
you,
stay
buddy.
away. Fuck you.
Ow!
Stay back. Just go. Just go. Leave us with our lives.
Can I shoot his kneecaps? I'm gonna shoot your kneecaps.
Please don't shoot my knees. Please, I need my knees.
Okay, all right.
Go shoot me.
Okay. I don't you fucking forget it. I'm gonna get a wallet and a watch.
Oh my God. Scanny's gone. Looks like he missed my knees. That's good.
Are you okay, Dr. Wilder?
I'm fine. There's nothing. There was never anything to worry about.
What do you mean there was never anything to worry about?
You should never worry about being burglarized or robbed or.
Why not? It just happened.
Look, statistics are against you, my friend. Yeah, somebody's going to get robbed, but the chances of it being you very low. You just don't worry about it.
But it just was me.
Mm-hmm.
The guy came in and robbed us. He tried to shoot you in the kneecap.
I arranged for that to happen. I work with him. He does this for me.
He works for you?
Yeah, I have people come in. It's a sort of a aversion therapy kind of a thing. You put you through it so that you see that you don't actually have anything to worry about.
Well, I was very worried, doctor.
Yes, but now you see that it all turned out fine.
No, it didn't. He took my wallet and my watch out of your unlocked safe and hit me with a belt.
He did.
My belt, which he took. And now I have to hold my pants up with my hand like this, which is it makes me feel very insecure.
Yes.
And then he tried to shoot you in the kneecap.
But those were blanks. It was never going to hurt me.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I know. So now just imagine that every time you would potentially get robbed, you'd be fine. And remember, this guy works for me, so you don't have anything to worry about.
So do all the muggers work for you?
Around this part of town? Yeah.
That was awesome.
Man,
that was awesome.
Man. I agree with past Cody.
That was awesome. Yes, past Cody's pretty smart. Future Cody has a lot of work to do.
I thought that had some good improv in it.
Yeah, it did.
Because as I recall, when we were sort of doing our little pre-scene discussion, we knew what the therapy was going to be.
Right, aversion therapy. Yeah.
Aversion
Yeah.
therapy, and because I think it was based off of fruit words.
Okay.
And we were like, yeah, so it'll be like this guy who like does something traumatic to someone in order to get them over that fear.
Right.
But other than that, we didn't have any plan. And so everything just sort of grew well. And Cody came in. I said, I'm going to buzz someone in. He didn't know necessarily.
Right,
like,
yeah.
why would he? But you picked up on it. You knew
Yeah.
what would
I got
be
to swear a lot.
Yeah. It was good. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
Good times. Yeah.
Motherfuckers. And then, like you mentioned earlier during the scene, it was like, it's obvious that the guy and the robber are colluding when he's like, you want to hit him, he gave me the belt. He's like, yeah, just hit him a little bit and then go.
And yet John's character stays oblivious. It's
Right, yeah.
pretty funny.
'Cause he's too panicked to notice that.
It's like, no, shoot me. Okay.
And then Dave's utterly casual. Oh, it looks like you missed my kneecaps. All right. I guess we're done.
Yep. Well, that was the bottom 5.
Oh, snap, dog.
Oh.
Unless I did math wrong.
Math is hard.
That means that we're going to crack the top 5. Starting with one of my favorite games,
Uh-huh.
The Pundit Show.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorites, too, because I made it.
Yes, so here we go with a pundit show where Cody is the host, and this is our end of the year wrap up 2016 top 5.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
Scene.
5
thing. Scene lit.
5 scene.
Here we go. Starting now. Now.
Pundit away.
Welcome back to Face Smashers, where we smash your face into the knowledge of tomorrow. Now, our top story for today is not what you may think it is. It's something that's insidious. It lurks inside every one of our lives. Brake pedals. Are they stopping America? Now, this has been a pandemic that's been sweeping our country. We're going to get a little bit more information on it from one of our experts, Dr. Steve Tausenhenser. Dr. Steve, can I call you Steve?
Yeah, sure. We are good friends.
Steve, so tell us about the scourge on our great nation that is brake pedals and braking in general.
Well, you see, I look at braking as a real waste of energy. You know, you spend all that energy, building up momentum, and then you just throw it away in heat and noise. It's
Right. It's completely ridiculous. Am I safe to say that it is complete and utter nonsense?
It is all of those things and more. What is more is that it's also metaphorically symbolic of the country, if you ask me.
Right. Thank you for the inspiration of the subtitle. Is it stopping America? Do you understand how brakes are stopping America?
I think that the literal America is being metaphorically stopped by brakes.
That is the wisest thing that anyone has said today. Now, here at Face Smashers, we wouldn't be fair if we didn't bring in someone of the opposite side to smash your face into some...
I disagree. That's the one disagreement we have, I think.
Well, you're going to have to settle for being wrong on that.
So am I up now? Is this my,
Yes.
my part of the show?
Harvey, we have Mr. Harvey.
Awkward.
Is it Goldenstein?
Goldstein.
Goldstein.
Yeah, I run a shop out in Jersey. So
why don't you give us your side on why brakes are so terrible?
Well, wait, why they're so terrible?
Just give us your side.
Well, I would say that I am pro automotive brakes.
Wow.
I would say that they are an important part of being able to safely operate your vehicle. And as a car mechanic, I am in favor of them continuing to exist.
See, this is mind-boggling. That the idea that there is someone an erstwhile expert out there saying these things is just completely against the facts.
Harvard, what the fuck does erstwhile mean? Don't lay that on me. Don't lay that erstwhile stuff
Look,
on
I'm
me.
not here to explain basic vocabulary to you just because you've never taken the SAT.
So Mr. Goldenstein, do you not really like you allegedly work with brakes every day? Do you not see the scientific evidence that points to how awful they are because they're stopping America?
Well, I mean, they are stopping the vehicle, which is theoretically transporting an
Address
American.
the point. Address the point. Brakes waste all of the energy through heat and noise.
There is a lot of noise. The good doctor's right.
Well, wait. You're getting noise when you use your brakes?
I'm sorry, are brakes supposed to be silent?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
good question, doctor.
Yeah, they shouldn't be making noise.
I mean, it's not like really loud or anything, but it's like a...
Like a little, like a little sound.
You're doing that mechanics
actually-
trick where you make people describe the sound of their automobiles. I will not fall for this again.
You don't. No, but wait. So it's making like, is it kind of a grinding noise? Like,
No.
like the brake isn't quite.
No,
is intense.
it is absolutely a nominal sound,
So
but it
nominal.
is sound nonetheless.
So it's, but it's still making a noise when you
And
brake.
heat.
And
Heat is
heat.
what breaks
well,
through.
that's just the
wasting-
friction from the wheel.
That's how they work. I understand
That's
this.
science. Science itself says that brakes
Look, I
waste
think maybe
and
you
stop.
have a faulty
The
brake
point
caliper.
is that it's stopping us.
No, they are stopping
getting where we
America.
need
Look,
to
if
go.
you just take it into a shop and
How many families
I
have
will not take my
minivans
vehicle
with
into the
brakes?
den of the likes
How many
such as you.
mothers have stopped their cars?
Yes,
How
mothers,
many
baby on board.
I really hope by a lot of.
You know what? Our
Disc
politicians
brakes, drum
have
Do you know how
brakes.
many
All of them are
people
ridiculous.
die on
It's a
motorcycles
scourge
every
upon
year?
country.
You know what?
Look, okay,
Everything
okay.
that is wrong with America.
Look, just
I have to cut both of you out. I had to cut both your mics. So this is getting out of hand.
Why'd you cut me out?
I just this has been face smashers. Like we're gonna have to move out of here. This got ridiculous.
I'm gonna beat your
No.
ass. I'm going to beat your ass. I love that at the end you actually cut our mics.
I totally did. I'm right in front of this.
Why did you cut me out?
That was another example of a scene in which I was bringing my actual knowledge of how a thing works into the scene,
Not bad.
like
I
and like discuss. No, wait, it's making a noise. What are you talking about? It shouldn't make a
shouldn't be
noise.
doing that. Let's do some. The Dave's, you're doing that mechanics trick when you make me make
Yeah.
noise.
It's like, I think you have a faulty brake caliper.
Then the random host jumping in with the utter like science says brakes waste.
Right.
What is?
I mean, it's true. I mean, that's what's great about regenerative braking
Yeah.
for hybrids and electric
I
vehicles.
heard awesome things.
Is you get to reclaim some of that
Right,
energy
yeah.
that otherwise it really is just wasted.
Yeah, I remember the depressingly short period during which I was driving a hybrid vehicle
yeah.
before I rear-ended someone and they
Before
Then-
it,
Yeah, that was it was a good save. I like it became a hybrid with other vehicles bumper.
No, it's just I had to remember that was actually the one time that I was at fault for the accident.
we didn't have to get into it.
Yeah.
We did. That's kind of funny.
But yeah, like you would it had the little indicators on whether it was charging versus using the
Battery.
That's good stuff.
versus using the battery versus using the gas.
Oh, I wish they had regenerative braking on normal cars, but you can't
And-
regenerate much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Number 5,
numero 50.
numero cinco.
Sure, why not?
So that was that, and now let's move it on to number 4
Here we go.
because that is how this works.
So, I just wanted to say this is a little awkward. I'm sorry, but I really, really like your jacket, and I want to know where you got it, because I like jackets like that. And so I just thought, hey, this guy has a cool jacket. Maybe I can ask him, where'd you get that jacket? And he'll tell me.
Aren't you supposed to be on the radio?
I mean, supposed to, sure. But I just thought really quick before all the official thing, all the duties and all.
No, seriously, are you the radar guy? The radio guy?
Yeah, no. I technically, yes, I am.
Have you called for backup yet?
I think so.
We need air support.
Sure. No. I got that. I understand. No,
Holy shit! What are you doing?
I'll get to it. I just wanted to say, I guess the jacket thing was kind of a lead-in.
It's standard issue. We all have them.
Really? No, yours just looks so much better than mine. I just go to the collar and see mine looks so flat and dumpy. Anyway, I'm Stevenson. How's it going?
Look, I don't have time for this. Get on the goddamn radio. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna stand here until you get on the radio.
Sergeant, was that swearing I heard?
Wow.
This motherfucker won't get on the radio.
Oh my, Sergeant.
We need air support.
Now, that is not the kind of language we use when speaking to our subordinates.
I apologize.
His jacket looks even cooler.
Who are you?
Wow.
I'm Colonel Sanderson.
Yes, sir. My apologies, sir.
Oh, Sergeant, Corporal Stevenson, was it?
No, he's Stevenson.
I don't know his name. Colonel?
Sergeant Stevenson, then.
Very good, sir.
And
Yes.
Corporal, you are?
Corporal Mickelson.
I don't.
Reporting for duty.
With all due
Corporal
respect, Colonel, sir, I feel like this is just delaying further our needed air support.
Colonel, do you know where he got his jacket? Look at it.
Oh, yes, of course. It's standard issue.
The way he wears it. I mean, see, look at mine. We were just chatting a minute ago. We're practically buddies now.
Building rapport
No.
in the Corps, as they say, up in the officers' mess.
God.
Yes. Sergeant,
Okay,
you need to keep an eye on the corporal here. He's going places. He's got the right ideas.
Stevenson had
Because he
mentioned
thinks I wear the jacket well?
he mentioned a poker night, so I really thought I'd go and hang out with him and his buddies. Well, now that we're all friends.
No, I didn't talk to
have
you about a
been-
poker night.
Sergeant, have you been holding out on us?
Not holding.
I know
Ow.
that you're an enlisted man, and so, there's a tradition of not mingling with the officer class.
I think it's a
Colonel,
law.
it's not that. It's just me and a couple of my friends.
Like me.
No. Different.
I'll tell you what,
I'm a special friend.
Can I-
Corporal, how about if
Just
you're
hand
my
me
special
the
friend?
radio.
I have 2 special friends today. This is the best day ever.
Just hand me the radio. I'll go do it. It's fine.
Oh, we need to make a radio?
You don't have to make
I'm the
a
radio man. I can do that.
Oh, you're the radio?
I am.
You
Just
can
make
you
the
can
call
make
for
the
backup.
radios?
I can.
The enemy is advancing.
What is an enemy but a friend you haven't met yet?
Who are you? Who are you?
That was.
I think,
I didn't realize how insane that was.
yeah, but, oh my God.
Well, they both got excited. I'm the radio man. I can do that.
Yeah, the way
That's you.
The way that got brought back. Like, just... And you guys, that was great improv in the beginning, I thought.
Oh, thanks.
The way that Dave was saying yes but it was a no. Like being very obstinately against what was happening in the scene, but it was,
Sort of driving it.
yeah.
A curmudgeonly yes and.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
man.
good.
That was a lot of fun.
It was. Now we are in rarefied air, my friends.
Rarefied.
Snap, dog.
There are 3 of us,
Oh.
and there are 3 scenes remaining.
Yeah.
Wow. So these are all Dave scenes, right?
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yes.
Hmm.
Maybe. I think I'm there. Well, we'll do number 3. That is a scene, another scene that I did post-production to.
Ooh.
And this was based on a suggestion from one of our listeners
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
who suggested an anachronistic look at a familiar technology.
Ooh.
We give you number three on the count that is going downwards.
That's right. You almost had it.
A miracle of modern science and engineering, the cellular telephone is going to make your lives easy as pie.
The future is here today and now. Thanks to some of the greatest minds of our generation, now you can have this amazing atomic age technology in your own hands.
But what does it do? I already got a phone at home.
This fantastical device, which is straight out of the works of H.G. Wells, the science fiction madman, is something you can do while you're on the go, from the laundromat, or the restaurant, or the automat. That's what they have those. So, say for example, your wife is at home sewing, and you need to tell her immediately, start sewing me a pair of slacks. What would you do?
Well, I would go down to I would find whatever the local gas station is and ask if I could use their telephone, and I'd pay a dime and I'd put it in the phone and I'd call my wife.
That is the simple man's way. But now, no longer will you need to be such a slave to the gas stations. With this, the atomic-powered cellular telephone device, you yourself can call your wife from anywhere on the planet.
Anywhere on the planet.
Imagine something as simple as this 30-pound backpack can have you reach anywhere in the world. Simply take the transceiver from its holder. Be sure to use 2 hands, it can be weighty, and hold it up to your face as you would a normal telephone.
Well, golly gee, this is easy enough. Even I can understand it.
And you may think to yourself, what if I have not a dime on my person to make this very important telephone call?
Well, then fear not, for you pay just a subscription fee to your local carrier.
And then you may make as many telephone calls to as many telephones as your heart desires.
Reaching people as near you as the local bar or as far away as the wilds of Papua New Guinea.
Say you need to meet up with some fellas at the horse races.
Well, I do like them horse races.
But you've all left your comfortable office jobs at separate times. How will you know when to get there and bet on baby's little daddy?
Well, gee, I guess we wouldn't know. I mean, we always meet at the same track afterwards, but...
All would be lost. Everything would be awful and ruined, and your life would not be worth living.
But not with the brand new cellular telephone.
If each of your friends has such a miraculous device, all you need do, remember, pick up the transceiver and hold it to your face like a regular telephone. The waves, through the miracle of science, will be propagated through the very air we breathe. But don't worry, ladies, it's safe. Straight to the telephone devices that they themselves carry, carrying your voice through the miracle of science.
Hello, Bob? Bob? Are you there, Bob?
I barely hear you.
Oh, I hear you, Bob.
I barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Barely.
Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now, Bob?
Hello?
Propagated through the atoms themselves, man's voice carried to the stars and back. The atomic age cellular telephone. When your man's voice needs to be more than just a voice.
Oh my.
That was a lot more fun than it had any right to be.
I still kind of wish I had gone for the vintage sexist humor in that, because you can hear the moment that I almost say, even your wife or even a lady can do it, and
that really big pause.
and I chicken out, And I kind of wish I had gone for it because I know that in the moment we could have spun it in such a way that it was making fun of the kind of person who would make that joke rather than, actually making that joke.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought that that it went perfectly well without it as well.
I think it went fine without it, but I think it would have opened up another avenue of
yes, but then
making fun of that time.
We would have had to have justified it, and then we'd have the issue of, well, did we justify it well enough? Or I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not it's a fair point.
Yeah. It could have gone many different ways.
Yeah. But
time is a stream with many.
Don't cross them.
I thought time was a river.
Well, yeah, it's a river and it could branch. No, that's trees.
Yeah.
I thought time was a slipper because of that one song.
If I could save
Dave?
time in a bottle,
I don't put slippers in a bottle, so I think you're wrong.
wake me up.
Before you go. Nailed it.
So that scene we shared with our audience when we visited Baycon this year.
that was
Yeah,
a
we
blast.
did share that. Yes.
So that was something new that happened this year. We went to a convention and presented.
That's the thing we did.
Did a little bit
Susie.
of improv.
Mm-hmm.
That was special.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think some people learned something.
I think so. Probably.
There's a non-zero chance that some people learned something by our attending that convention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, just thought I'd point that out.
It was fun.
Looking back at the year. Now! You're supposed to say it later.
Later.
All right. Well,
Sorry.
the magic is gone.
You stared at me so intensely, I caught my breath for a moment.
That was the autumn look.
I forgot about the autumn look.
Can we add that to the canon?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, number 2.
Dozo!
For you and you and you.
But mostly me.
Number 2 on the countdown. Best scenes of 2016's. Here we go.
Your suggestion is metal. Begin.
Hey Tommy, you gonna be finished on that ironwork anytime soon? My wife, she wants that order in.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of custom work, so I really want to put a lot of care into it.
Uh-huh.
I want to make sure that each of these little flower petals comes out just right.
I mean, I appreciate your attention to detail, but time is money.
New choice.
I mean, I appreciate your effort on detail here, but we've got to get this installed before we move.
No choice.
I mean, I appreciate your attention to detail, but we're very particular about what day of the week it's installed.
No choice.
We don't give a shit about the detail. We just want it, so we can brag about it.
Well, yeah, dude, have you ever tried to cold dish individual petals on a goddamn daffodil? Look at this shit.
No, that's why I'm paying you to do it.
Yeah, it was rhetorical. Like, of course you haven't. I'm an artisan.
Look, I didn't want it to go this far, but I brought my lawyer in with me here. We're going to talk about setting some deadlines here.
Hello, sir. I understand you represent Lynn and Larry's metalwork.
No choice.
Hello, sir. I understand you.
Bravo, madam. Bravo.
I understand you represent Flower Petals.
No choice.
Sound.
Hello, sir. I understand you represent the Butt Kiss Foundation Metalworks.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Buttkiss. I don't know if I represent me, but this is my metal shop. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say you represent yourself well.
I don't know what that means.
New
but-
choice.
Well, I wouldn't say that you represent flower petals accurately.
No choice.
Well, I wouldn't.
Actually, just time out. I was new choice in Cody.
Oh,
because he
okay.
was the last person who said the line.
Oh, what did I say?
I don't know. Just say something.
My flower petals are goddamn awesome, you heathen.
That's good.
I'll have you know, I am renowned in Flower Petals Monthly.
Well, none of this is actually relevant to the case at hand.
Thank you.
My name is Henry Cheatham.
New choice.
My name is Harvey Dewey.
New choice.
My name is John Wilkes Booth.
I loved your work in that movie.
And he's my representative in this matter.
New choice.
And he's my old friend going back to elementary school.
New choice.
And he's a guy I found on the street who said he had legal experience. And look, you said that you would have this done a week ago, and you're still pounding away. I mean, how long is it really going to take?
I mean, pounding good takes effort and takes time. I'm good at pounding.
New choice.
I am a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus of pounding. When I say I'm pounding these pedals right, they're getting pounded right.
I'm not sure what you're talking about now. Are you still talking about my ironworks, or are you talking about ladies?
No, Ironworks. Like,
New choice.
Definitely Iron Ladies.
New choice.
Definitely like petals. I pound them with my hammer in their vaginas.
He's using air quotes, everyone.
I hope that was evident.
Okay, so with the witness here in our midst,
Wait, he can't be the witness and the attorney.
Yes, he can.
Oh, thanks, God.
You're welcome.
I always knew she sounded like that.
I thought she sounded like Knucklebutt.
So when are you gonna be done?
You know what? You can't put a deadline on art. So,
That's the only reason I'm here.
but you can't. Maybe he can.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a deadline of you have one additional week, at which time your work will be forfeit.
Oh, so you want it now?
New choice.
Okay, so I'll get back to pounding the pedals until your wife's
No
satisfied.
choice.
All right, I'll just keep pounding away at this steel until Mr. Lawyer Man, you let him off the
New
leash.
choice.
Okay, I'll just keep hitting things with heavy things until you think, oh, I'm a better artist than him.
New choice.
Okay, I'll just fire up the old anvil and plug it in until all the...
New choice.
Okay, I'll just open up the furnace and shovel in lots
New
more...
choice.
Okay, I'll just pump the bellows because this hammer basically...
New choice.
Okay, I'll just start swinging things until everything looks like flowers.
That sounds good to me.
Excellent.
I'm glad we could come to an equitable end to this. Now, if you'll excuse me, gentlemen, I have a theater date.
Get it?
Excellent.
Okay.
Because he's John Wilkes Booth.
Get it?
Get it? Got it.
I'm amazed I came up with as much nonsense as I did for every new choice she threw at me.
That's the beauty of the game. You're not saying every line with alternatives in mind.
Yeah, and that's why it's nice to have someone like Sarah, who is essentially a professional improv actor, seeing those things and knowing when us in the scene are like, oh, this is a throwaway and I'm setting up for a joke. And she goes, new choice, and it's like, oh, dear God. Like, all of a sudden you're on the spot of
Just
like...
have to immediately say something. I love that game. It's
My-
so
That is
much
a
fun.
lot of fun.
Well, my favorite thing about the way that Sarah played that game was there were several times where it seems like the person after making a new choice has finally arrived on the no, this is the appropriately ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
And then she says new choice one more time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
It's like, what? I didn't have anything after that. That was the crazy one.
Yeah. And that's another thing I like about it is it takes some of the judgment away from yourself.
It does, yeah.
You don't get to decide, okay, this is the line.
This is sufficiently funny. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, I did good on that one. Oh, well, it could be in question. So that was from our second ever drunk episode.
Oh, yeah.
And we had Sarah on for that, and that was a lot of fun.
Sarah
It
Henshaw.
was a good time.
If you're in the area, check them out at Comedy Sports.
Yes, Comedy Sports.
She's there on occasion.
She's very, very funny.
Funny.
I almost said famous.
She's not.
She's probably famous.
Probably famous.
She's not.
We're probably just not cool enough to know how famous she is.
Story of my
We're
life.
so far less famous. Yes.
So far less, yes.
Mm.
Not a correct qualitative.
Anything else we did this year you guys want to point out?
We built.
This
no,
city.
we didn't.
On rock and roll? Didn't we? I thought we did.
You know, deep
River.
in my heart of hearts,
Farts.
there is a place that
Thank you.
I keep secret.
The website was new this
Locked
year, wasn't
down.
it?
Yeah, it was. And so you can go on there and send us feedback.
Away from everyone else.
Good job, John.
I actually kind of
Way
like
to,
that
way to
song.
call it out. Way to call it.
John, he's got his finger on the pulse.
We
So-
built... No.
Now it is time. The time has come.
Woo!
The time is now.
On If you just do 2 notes at a time, they can't sue you.
No, they can't. It doesn't mean that you won't be held accountable. Number 1.
Oh, man.
Speaking of guests, here is number 1, the best scene of the year as voted on by people. Legitimate people who are each human in their own right.
Oh, snap, dude.
Number 1.
That was good. That was good. I approve.
Here we go. Buckle up.
Well, Plutonium boy, it seems that all of your efforts were for naught and nothing.
No, it's no, they're not, because no matter what happens to me, I'm fighting for something good, for something bigger than myself.
That is adorable and pathetic, because in just a few moments, every single nuclear weapon on the planet will be fired at itself, causing unimaginable chaos. Ha 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 ha.
Well, I'm already radioactive. I have to say that.
Did somebody say radioactive?
Isotope man!
Isotope man curses!
Haha! How are you, Plutonium boy? Are you safe?
Yeah, I've been waiting, stalling for time.
Fantastic. Is Sally Joe safe?
Questionable.
That's better than none. All right, now, you villainous villain, prepare to meet your doom.
All right, cut.
I like that one.
So we've had some notes from the guys up at corporate, and that was great. Everyone, that was great. I just want to say how great that was. But we've had some notes from the guys in corporate, and we're going to be reworking this picture as romantic comedy. So if we could think of it in those sort of terms,
Bit of a departure.
you know, romantic comedy is going to be set in Seattle.
Really?
That's
Okay.
So Isotope Boy.
nope.
I'm glad it wasn't set
No.
in
Plutonium boy.
in
So Plutonium
Colorado.
Boy, you are now the love interest.
Oh.
Captain Blade Plasma.
How come
love
he
that.
gets a new name?
You are
I didn't have one.
You are Troy McKenzie, the very mean jock, and
Just like high school.
you radioactive whatever
Isotope.
radio guy. You are now you're now Clint Radio.
Clinton Radio.
Yep. So go ahead, do that.
Oh. Okay.
All right, nerd. Now that you're stuffed in your locker, no one will ever find you or take you to the Valentine's Day double date double dance.
I don't care because I had to get in here to do some cleaning before the year ends anyway, and now I can get into all of the corners, and then in the end I'll have a clean locker. I guess.
Nerd, doesn't matter how much cleaning you do, because at the stroke of midnight, buckets of paint are going to explode all over the school and ruin everyone's evening.
But I'm already radioactive.
Leave him alone.
Mr. Radio.
Radio. Clint.
Clint.
Yeah, that's right.
Clint.
I've been keeping quiet for too long. Listen.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Plute. Listen, Plute. I know I promised Sally Joe I would take her to the dance, but damn it, I can't hold in my feelings any longer. I want to
what do
go
you
with
say?
you.
Clint.
All right,
Pull me out of this lock. Oh,
Cut. That was
I was
great.
about
that
to
was
come
perfect.
out of the locker.
The
It was going
guys,
to be really
what you did
dramatic,
there.
right?
the boys
good.
up in corporate
good.
really like what you were doing there. They liked it so much that they've decided they're going to take the picture in yet another direction. It's going to be a Victorian drama now. So if you guys could play it
I'm
like
not
that,
wearing any lingerie though.
that's okay. We're gonna CGI that all in.
Confession.
Yes,
This is why
We know.
I'm wearing a teddy.
We all know.
you're so professional. This
perfect.
It's one of those open
Perfect.
secrets. On
you're
the
like
cast.
you're such an inspiration. I mean, I'm starstruck right now. I gotta tell you.
Use it.
I will.
So period drama, go.
Yes, well, my lad, it seems to have been locked in the jail cell for a little bit longer than we promised you. Yes, it turns out that you are innocent of the crime after all.
About time you recognized that, Sheriff.
Oh, but
Crooked old bat.
however, you will not be being released upon your agreed upon date.
We'll see what happens when my master comes. I suppose.
Is that right? Well, it matters not when your master comes, because we have arranged for a corporate takeover of every cotton gin in the city, and he will no longer be employable or able to find an attractive woman to be his wife.
No, say it isn't so.
It is so.
But I'm already radioactive. And
Did somebody say cotton gin, sir?
Oh, yes, I did.
I'll have you know, I had a meeting with the banker, Mr. Websley, this morning.
Mr. Websley's supposed to be in Africa.
Ah, yes, well, I telegrammed him 4 months ago in anticipation of his arrival in the country of exotic origin, and I have thusly purchased every cotton gin. It now belongs to me now.
Confoundery!
Yes, and not only that, but my mistress, Sally Josian, shall be coming as well.
Well, that's good for you and
thank
for her, I
God,
suppose.
not even the Boers' War can get in the way of love.
Quite.
Oh, get us.
All right, cut. That was perfect and beautiful in every single way.
I know.
The boys in corporate have sent a memo. They love what you're doing with the piece. It's just that it's not quite American enough for them at this point.
We are in Seattle, after all.
So if you could,
Or we were.
if you could play it more like a, like a classic, more American in general. What you're doing is perfect,
I know.
but something more like the old West.
Okay.
It's good. Get in touch with my inner McCree. Here we go. Well, hey there, little Timmy. Looks like you ain't gonna be rustling cattle no more.
But my pa says I gotta get the herd in by sundown.
Be quiet, boy. We keeping you hog-tied up here all night.
You've been busting our family's tush for too long and ain't gonna go for much longer.
Oh, that's right, it ain't. You know why, little Timmy?
Why is that?
Because we bought every cotton gin. Because we're gonna round up every head of cattle and send them off to New York City.
New York City?
That's right.
But I'm already radioactive.
It was at that moment I knew I should burst in the door and save little Timmy. Clanton was a bad man, but Timmy had been sleeping with my wife, Sally Josephine. Justice in the West is tough, but justice must be served.
So it looks like nobody's coming to save you. I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
Well, this stinks.
All right, cut. That's perfect. This is going to be a great picture.
I didn't feel like that was my best performance.
Oh,
Number 1. There it was.
That was
Directorial styles.
yeah, I remember this one. My director character, I was that guy because within the last week or two before we did that, Gary Marshall passed away. And so that was just on my mind, and it made me remember his whole story about directing Pretty Woman, where in the original script, it was based on the novel Camille, which is the original Hooker with a Heart of Gold story, which is the same as it's the same as Moulin Rouge or La Traviata. You know, she dies in the end.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
But-
yeah.
Spoiler alert for La Traviata.
Yeah. So originally,
French for the
Julia
Traviata.
Roberts was supposed to OD on heroin and die in the end.
Like real life.
Like any.
Oh.
And so he was
Took that
he
into
was
perspective.
shooting the movie, and it was Touchstone, which was a subsidiary of Disney, but it was like the very first Touchstone movie, and so they were still a little gun shy, and so they kept sending the boys in corporate kept sending Gary Marshall memos about. It's a little dark. Do you think maybe you could, maybe?
Tone it down just a hair.
And so instead of a romantic tragedy, we ended up with one of the quintessential romantic comedies of the 80s.
Sometimes corporate is right.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I mean, it ended up being a classic, so
Yeah?
there you go. Thanks to those meddling kids.
yeah.
No.
But
I think you came too far around.
yeah. But oh man, you guys were brilliant.
Oh, thank you. That was one of the things
I thought you did a good job of setting things up and taking it.
Yeah.
Important.
When I do directorial styles, when I'm a director, I feel like sometimes I try to go too wild with this with directorial styles. Like, this is an anime translated into Czech and played in Australia. No. Like, Wild West was perfect.
So speaking of that, you
yes.
should go back and listen to the Drunk episode when we did directorial styles there, because that one had some wacky stuff.
Yeah. That's. But so providing those styles is great. It let us shine. You had your character. It wasn't like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, I was trying to give it kind of a natural progression to, like, you know, we started where we were, which was like space opera. And so, like, the first one was a wide switch, space opera to
Like
romantic
rom-com.
comedy.
Yeah.
But then from there to period piece to different kind of period piece.
Yeah. Oh, the recurring bits I love. I'm still radioactive, or I'm already radioactive.
Right, yeah.
Clay, if you're listening, lost it every time, and then on the second listen again just now, lost it every time. And the second scene, I like forgot to set that up for a minute because I was just riffing on the new scene, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's right. This is the same scene over again."
There are touchstones, and Brent kept bringing up Sally Joseph.
Yeah. Oh, Sally Josephine. Also, little Easter egg. If you've been listening to this episode, you'll notice my Victorian voice is suspiciously similar to my 1940s voice.
Oh, is that so?
That's right.
How very interesting.
I didn't even notice that until I just listened to this again, and I was like, shit, that's like the exact same, like, over and over again. So, time to start watching Pride and Prejudice, I guess. I don't know.
Or something. Well, what else? Anything else we want to think back about? Anything we're proud of?
I killed a guy.
Just to watch him die.
That was a good joke.
No, it wasn't just to watch it. I did that last year.
Oh.
This actually had a purpose. You know, I was
Honorable mention
working on a
maybe
thing and-
to our Halloween special.
Oh yeah, that was
I think
fun.
that had some really good
Fun
stuff in
times.
it. I was pretty proud of how that turned out.
The recent Christmas special I thought was quite good.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, our specials are, they're going to stand out because they're not the
Yeah.
regular format, of course.
Way to shut me down or something.
But I thought we did pretty good all in all.
Yeah, I've had fun. We've had some
Yeah.
good guests. There's been the occasional dog barking in the background, and it's just life in the big city.
It's what dogs do.
They bark in the background.
Among other things.
It's what plants
Nice.
crave.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Another
thank
year.
you to
Deep
all of the guests that we've had this year,
Yes, thank
including Brent Randolph,
Yes.
Sarah Henshaw,
Yep.
Jay Patrick, Will Reed,
Yes.
Jenni Brush,
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think Casey was.
Who
in
is
this, too.
she?
I don't know, some chick lives here. Was Casey in this?
Greg Sheppard.
Oh, Greg
Yeah,
Sheppard.
Greg.
That's right. That was a hell of a fun episode.
Good times.
Great oldies.
Yeah.
And great memories. 101 point, Dave.
I don't know if Casey guested this year.
Because he's doing the LA thing most of the time, so he doesn't have a lot of time to hang around. Well, I guess we'll have to have him on next year.
I guess we must.
Is there anybody else?
David Bowie.
R.I.P.
Rip.
We killed a lot of people this year.
We did.
Thanks for sending in all your scenes and suggestions and voicemails. They're a blast. We love hearing them, love listening to them. We love playing them on the air.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was another thing I thought that was fun this year was the
It's cool. Just showbiz
enormous...
I said just showbiz me. That's fine.
Okay. Was the enormous chain of rapid balls that we did with all of those voicemails that Will left.
Yeah.
Will is an artist as far as funny voicemails go.
He is an artist.
Like the man has a talent. Like he's a genius and he's also a hilarious genius.
And you'll be hearing from him again in
He is a
just
gentleman and
a few weeks.
A scholar, maybe?
Voicemail guy.
Yeah, gentleman voicemail guy. But we'll be back to our regular format
No, an
next.
officer. An officer and a voicemail guy. And a general.
So until
A Santa Claus and an asshole.
My nickname in high school.
With milk duds.
gross.
Oh, the milk dudness.
I don't like that
I hate
association.
those. The
melty
malt,
mess.
the
I think
chocolate
it's
malt
stuck.
thing.
Gross.
the ball things.
That's not what I
Not
had
good.
in mind.
But when you
That's
have
minus.
malt in like a strawberry shake, I had that once
Never had it.
recently, and it was amazing.
So that was our
like a
countdown.
chocolate malt milkshake. A
And
chocolate malt milkshake,
hope you
not
enjoyed it.
great,
Thank
but
you
a
for voting.
strawberry malt milkshake.
And
You realize why they make strawberry shakes.
this
Like
was
that's
episode
why.
202.
It's amazing.
And until next time, my name is Dave.
I'm John.
I'm Cody.
And we wasted all of the year.
Oh, well, hey, we did. That was good. That was clever.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks ever
I think he
so
does
much.
that every year.
Oh.
Good night, folks.
If you enjoyed the show, then leave us a rating and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or anywhere that lets you put in a review. You can call or text the show at area code 916-235-3337. If you'd like to interact with us in any other way, then www.wastingallthetime.com would be a great place to start. There you can submit listener-suggested scenes and questiones, you can buy your own copy of the Fruit Words card game, you can read blog posts from Ted and the guys, and a whole lot more. So check it out at wastingallthetime.com. Med